welcome to Caravan Escapades. I hope everybody's keeping safe and well. So it's a little bit noisy around me and you're thinking, you know, where is James sat in a minute? So I'm on the ferry. This is the start of our French adventure, our French 2023 holiday to the south of France. So I kind of told you a bit about that in the previous vlog. And I've already actually recorded a bit of footage on our way into Dover and kind of coming onto the ferry and that sort of stuff. But I wanted to start this vlog off anyway and record this intro now. So we'll see how we get on. What we're not going to do, certainly this time, is when we went to France last time, we had that big 7-episode vlog, you know, all those episodes being an hour long. So we're going to keep it a little bit shorter this time. Maybe a couple of little vlogs will come out of it and a main vlog on France. But anyway, we'll catch up with you in a bit. So we're literally just arriving at the check-in. It seems most of the hold-up was really just the French passport control. It's understandable, I guess, but they're in no rush to get people through, although they have put extra checkpoints on since we were here last time. So what would you say it was, Claire? 2 hours 20 minutes from arriving in Dover to getting to the Irish ferries check-in. And this is the first time we've used Irish ferry, so I'll probably do a separate vlog on that. Good morning, welcome to a warm, sunny, wonderful morning here at Assise. Okay, you've sussed me out, it's not warm and sunny, but it's fine. We arrived at Assise probably about tea time yesterday, got taken to our pitch, as you can see. We're on our pitch there. It's a great little campsite, it's a bit of a stopover. But no, we arrived here okay, no real issues. The weather's obviously not being great. What I'm not going to do is I won't give you a tour of the site. You've got it in our previous blog. It'll probably be in part 7 of French 2022, but I'll put a link to the site anyway. But if anybody is thinking of a stopover on the way back or on the way to France, this is a great site, located literally 25 minutes from Calais. Plenty of spaces, big pitches. We arrived last night, we set the caravan up, and then we headed off literally just up the road at the other side of town. There is a Lidl, I think it is, and the Carrefour. So we grabbed a few bits of shopping, fresh stuff, that sort of stuff. So anyway, we're going to head off this morning. Not really sure where we're going to go. I think we're going to head down toward Le Mans, that sort of area, see how far we get and see what campsites we can find. So we'll see you later on.
Because I am not happy about it raining. I don't come abroad to get a decent tan for it to rain. There's a lot of people going.
Yeah, but they could be heading home. They're all stopping off anyway. But this is why, when I was a kid, that my dad decided to start heading south, because we used to just do this coast along here.
It's not warm enough.
And it was like, I've not come all this way to France and got a ferry to have exactly the same rainy weather as we've got in England.
No, this is what we've got at home. It's like we've come on holiday. And
no, but it's fine, but you will get this at home because we are so close. We're driving a whole country's length.
I know.
So we've just stopped at another air. You probably can hear me. I don't know whether you can hear me very well because it's windy, but this is the Air de Somme, or it's an air in the Somme region, and this has got like quite a few memories, particularly for Claire and I. We're sort of parked down there, the caravan's down there, but the reason this has got memories, here's the air over here. It's quite an amazing air really, with lots to do and a viewing tower. But I asked Claire to marry me, as you will believe, on Juno Beach. down in Normandy, and she didn't know I was going to ask her tomorrow, and I've got an old Land Rover, and what we actually did was we came across the Eurotunnel and we slept the night in this air. Now, we didn't know what the air was like because it was all dark when we got here, and then we found this nice air, but I had the engagement ring hidden in the glove box of the car, and I was so nervous that she was going to go in and find the ring. But here is the air. Certainly one, if you're travelling this way, worth stopping at. Claire's just told me, have you told them it was 14 years ago? So it was basically 14 years ago when we came here, and I asked Claire to marry me. So just a view of the air. And there's a Starbucks. So we're going to go and get a Starbucks. So we're just at the top of the viewpoint at the air. As you can see, it gives amazing views of the surrounding area. We're just parked down there. You can see the big lake area. Services over there. And just down here, and again play park and that sort of stuff. So like I say, if you're in this neck of the woods, it's an air worth stopping at. So we're about, I would say, 80 miles from the Le Mans area. Weather's still a bit grim, to be fair. As you can see, it's a bit rainy and horrible. So we're just in a mind of what we might do. We were going to get a campsite around Le Mans, but we might just push on to see if we can get clear of this weather. So we might get a few hours in an air somewhere tonight, and then basically maybe stop a bit early tomorrow. But we'll keep you updated anyway. Let's see how we get on. So we've managed to get out of that rain and bad weather. We're actually not too far from Le Mans. I think we're about 5 or so kilometres just to the south, and we're at Camping Domanie de Houssay. My great French pronunciation again, but I will put a link to that down below. And this is us. So this is us set up for the night. And basically the campsite is a campsite which is situated around a lake. There are various different pitches. You've also got what would you call them, you've also got your like camping tents, that sort of stuff. So it's a man-made lake, and there is a toilet box, and I'll show you that in a bit. So we've walked down the far end of the site, and there's a great children's play area. So children's play area, zip slide, swings, all those sorts of stuff. There's a great little outside bar area. We've just ordered some burgers, things like that. So various bits there, and over here we've got this amazing beach by the side of the lake. The play park as well on the beach, so really quite a bit to do. You know, if you had the time, you could quite easily stop for 2 or 3 days. Good morning. So we're just getting ready to sort of get up and go. I'm going to do a last ablution just before we leave, and like a lot of French sites, what you need to do is remember to take one of these with you, because they're not provided. You don't want to get caught short. So I'm just heading to the block, and I'll give you a quick show of the block shortly. So this is your ablutions area, reasonably clean and tidy, quite bright. Some nice flower pots outside. So you've kind of got a general washing area, you know, for your pots, pans, that sort of stuff in there. You've got a washing machine and tumble dryer. You've basically got showers and sinks. You know, they're all pretty standard stuff. There's your shower. There's another shower. And down there. And then sort of child bathroom there, look, the baby changing and things. And then across this side, you've got your urinal, and then your toilet, and some more sinks here. So that is the ablutions. So I'm going to head back to the caravan now. We're going to finish packing up, shouldn't take us long, get hitched up, and we'll get on our way to our next stop. Who knows where that will be. morning. Well, it's the start of a new day on our travels here in France. So we're at a little campsite. Actually, let me work out how you spell it. Bear with me. Not spell it, sorry. It is called Camping Les Batailleurs, something like that. I probably got it totally wrong, but I'll put a link to that down below. So we had a really great journey yesterday. We travelled down from Le Mans all the way down to sort of Bordeaux. Took our time and then literally sort of started to come across slightly, and I think we're kind of the sort of southeast side of Bordeaux at the moment here at this site. We're right on the banks of the Domaine river. So yeah, it's a lovely little site. So let me kind of show you here. Here's the site. Not very big. I mean, that's basically the bottom of the site down there. Very, very wooded, shaded site. We head down this way, look. Here's the Domaine river. So we literally are right on the banks of the river here. So it is a lovely, lovely site. Yeah, it's a nice little area. We really sort of haven't got chances to look. Well, we drove through the town, had a quick look around the town. It wasn't too bad at all, but didn't sort of do any exploring. We're obviously only here for one night before we sort of move on again. And again, this is the sort of toilet block. Your sort of standard setup. You've got sinks on the left hand side, toilets on the right hand side, and showers down there towards the bottom. It is the only one block. And there's your waste facilities. People seem to be doing kayaking from here. There is a small park next door. Oh, that's an interesting point. I don't know whether you can see up there. There's the gate. We were told that the gate is normally locked around 7 AM in the evening. And once it's locked, if you're out and about, you can't get in. You can park outside and there is a pedestrian exit. But yeah, we wanted to sort of be inside. It does look like there's some sort of little cafe bar there, whether it serves the outside area as well as the campsite. But that's our campsite for last night, literally in the Bordeaux region on the banks of the Domaine. We'll get packed up and we'll get on our way. So just an update on the tyre situation. Just come over here because we've got a lawnmower going on over there. I basically checked it overnight and it got a third. Basically it gone down. I think it's from 36 to about 12, so it's just not doable driving on it. I've only got a space saver, so I don't really fancy towing on the space saver. So what the plan is now is basically go to a local tyre fitters and hopefully get it repaired, because I bet if they've got to get one of these in, it's going to be a couple of days. So there we go. Can you see that? There's the offending item. So we'll keep you updated on how we get on. So we've managed to find a tyre fitting place just up the road. They've agreed to repair the tyre, so we're just getting it repaired now. Nearly tripped up there. Gentleman's over the back there repairing it. And we should be able to get on our way very soon. So here we are at our final stop before we hit our main site in the south of France. We've travelled down really from the Bordeaux area that we were last night, gone past Toulouse, and we're probably half an hour or so just past Toulouse at Camping Domaine Saint Laurent. Really quite nice site. It's quite rural. As you can see, that's the sort of setup. There are some big pitches, some small pitches. I've had to run the electric over there, which is only just reached. But yeah, it's a nice site. It's a very, very rural location. You know, you're probably 15, maybe 20 minutes away from the main auto route. But really, really nice site. Plenty of space available. It's kind of a long, thin site. And the girls have gone to wander down the bottom while I set up. So let's wander down there and see what's what. So that's the camp entrance. This is the main drag, with all the pitches really being on the left hand side here. There is an additional field space over here, so I don't know whether that is for camping pitches or that sort of stuff, or it is just an open space. As I say, these are the pitches, varying in sizes. The electric points are like little mushrooms. Some of the pitches have electric, some don't. There are some cabins that you can rent and some pod type things. So anyway, I'm going to wander down, see the girls, and let's see what's what. In fact, there's a little park area here. As you can see, there's your ball, or bowls, or however you pronounce that. I'm sure it's ball. There's the park area where there's a slack rope for people to try. There's some table tennis tables. There's a goat and some geese. Those sorts of things over there. Little infants play area and various other bits. Some barbecues. That's the kind of main reception. So yeah, it's not a bad little site. Here are the little goats. Look, they're obviously used to humans. I'm guessing they want feeding. Look, they're all coming running along now. They're all coming running up. Oh, even the geese are making a noise. Look. Hello. Some little goats here. They think I've obviously got some food. There's some chickens in there as well. Look. Oh, we can hear you. Yes, we can hear you. There's the geese. Say hello, Mr. Geese. Say hello. He's saying hello. Say hello to my subscribers. If you can say like, subscribe and share. So there are some go-karts that you can rent to ride around. I don't know whether this is the where you urinals. Must be some sort of sink in there. Or fridges, I guess, if you want to rent a fridge. There's a barbecue area. Yeah, WC, so some little toilets, although they're all locked. Yeah, I don't know why they're locked, so maybe they're not in use. Here is the swimming pool. So it's a nice little swimming pool there, I must admit.
You have to do all 3 locks.
Wait here, let Daddy go in, please. Wait here.
No shoes allowed, so I'm just going to whip my shoes off and step over. Or actually step in. So yeah, so here's the swimming pool area.
Get your feet dry.
Yeah. Very nice, beautiful view. Actually, if only it was a little bit warmer, I think we would probably be in the pool. Wow. Fantastic views. Really is a very, very rural location. I don't know how warm the pool is, but here's the house, look, so like a traditional French farmhouse. Right, let's just try the water, see what that's like. Right, it's cold, but it's not too bad. So that's the swimming pool area. Let's see what else we can find. So that's the reception area there. Got a small stock of food, that sort of stuff. That's through into the thing. There's a canopy with a little seating area there. There is what looks like a bar area here, but it looks like it's closed at the moment. So yeah, let's have a look in there. So yeah, a little sort of bar area here, that sort of stuff. See? So we'll take a wander outside. So again, I mean, the views are just spectacular, and you can imagine when the sun's out and that sort of stuff. So you've got volleyball and tennis round there. You've got some sun lounges again just to sit out. It really is a glorious building. It's obviously an old farmhouse. And there's volleyballs there. Over this way. So you kind of got volleyball here, tennis further down, and some sort of football nets on just the other side. So yeah, very nice little last stop before we head south. So let's briefly share the sanitary block. So as normal, straightforward toilets, that sort of stuff in there. And we've got sinks, big washing sinks, showers, more showers. So that, as you can see, is the sanitary facilities. Reasonably clean, reasonably good. No toilet seats, just like every other one that we've been to. But yeah, we'll do a turn. There is toilet paper that you can take in with you. So we've just left our last site, which is camping Domanie, Saint Laurent, or something along those lines. Another great site which we kind of found along the way out in the sticks. So we're heading for camping Chamblon. See, she's laughing at me, but I've listened to it. That's how you pronounce it, camping Chamblon. So we're on our way there now. We've got about 100 miles to do. We've set off early so we can check in from 11. So we're due to arrive there at 10:10. We haven't had any breakfast as such, so we're going to stop and get some breakfast on the auto routes. One of the amazing things about this area we've noticed, you probably can't see it so much now, there are millions and millions of sunflowers. The fields are absolutely full of sunflowers, some of them in a really fresh, vibrant state, some of them wilting, that sort of stuff, but just the amount of, there's another field to my right now, just sunflowers and sunflowers and sunflowers wherever you look. So amazing sight to see, certainly one we don't see in the UK. One of the slight differences about our trip down here this time, excuse me, is we seem to have not been on the peages so much. So, you know, the toll roads, we've probably been 50-50. And that wasn't out of choice, to be fair. That was just purely how it happened, where we wanted to go to Le Mans and then Bordeaux, and then across from Bordeaux to Toulouse sorts of way. So, you know, that's just kind of how it happened, but it's been nice. There have been some sort of, I guess you'd call them like our normal dual carriageways, that sort of stuff, so some high speed things, and certainly some rural roads, very much like we're on now, going through the villages. Anyway, as we're heading to Camping Chamblanc, which is our kind of final destination, I'll finish this vlog here, and we'll pick up later on with another one. So thank you very much for watching. I really do hope you've enjoyed this. Please feel free to give us a thumbs up, leave some comments below. I shall certainly put links to all the sites that we've been to on the way down in the comments below. So once again, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Hit that notification bell and you're notified when we put out more vlogs. Thanks very much, and we'll see you soon.